Good morning, my creative friends and family. So good to have you along today. It's a thoroughly drenching day today outside, and it's a perfect time to do some crafting. So today I am going to play with this stamp set. It's from Indigo Blue. Originally it was a freebie, so-called freebie, with a craft magazine, and my lovely friend Lisa in Australia sent this one to me, and I had been wanting it for probably a couple of years. I'm not sure when it came out, but I couldn't afford to buy it, and so when she sent it to me, I was amazed and thrilled, and I want to have a play with it today. Now, it's these stamps here. So there's Ace of Spades, Jack of Clubs, Queen of Hearts, and King of Diamonds, and these are what I really wanted this set for, was these 4 stamps. The rest are great, but it's these 4 that I really wanted. So I'm going to play with them, and I'm going to make some faux playing cards. Now, why make faux playing cards? I actually have a real playing card here. It's a mini one. It's 1.5 inches by 2.25 inches, and happens to be pretty much the exact same size as these stamps. Now, why make something when you can just buy these and alter them? Well, that's pretty much the crafter creed, isn't it? If we can make it, we'll do it. Don't need to buy these cards. They're not super expensive by any means, but if we can make our own, all the better, from things that we already have. So I've grabbed out a bundle of scraps here of scrapbook paper, and thought we could just see what we can do with these, and do we like it, do we not? So I'm just going to grab out the Ace of Spades because it's the one closest to me, and an acrylic block. So I hope you're all having a fantastic day wherever you are. I'm having a good day, actually. My hubby is homesick. He's gone off to have a nap, so I'm taking the opportunity to get a video or 2 done while he's having a nap. Now, my only query I have with this is whether the ink is going to show through. So there's only one way to find out. Let's stamp it and see. So I'm using my VersaFine in Onyx Black, and I'm going to stamp. I'm just going to do one and then flip it over and see whether the ink shows on the reverse side before I get too far ahead. So yes, very wet spring day here. Got the fire going, it's all nice and cozy inside, and I've spent a morning basically having cat cuddles. But Kelly has just gone out, and Snuggles has gone off to bed with hubby for a nap. So I've got the room to myself. Oh, and Puss is sleeping in the cat bed up behind me, so he'll be up there probably until lunchtime. So nice and peaceful. Isn't that gorgeous? I just think that's so pretty. And, making our own gives us the ability to make it however we want to, with whatever we want to, and decorating it however we want to. And I also thought, like, I'm just using regular scrapbook paper. It's not very thick. These are, of course, more of a cardstock. Sometimes you want lighter ephemera, so you could use this to glue onto a piece. It's not going to add a lot of bulk, whereas something like this will definitely add a little bit more bulk. So I don't know, just things. Right, let's flip it over and see. And yay, it doesn't show through. So I'm just going to snip this out, just roughly, because I always find it easier to deal with a smaller bit of paper than the big piece. Now, do I want to go to the frame of this? No, I want to leave it a border, because this isn't a picture card, but I think they pretty much have a border, a white border outside of the line. You wouldn't have to though, you could trim it right up to the edge. Now, I did have a quick Google to see whether you can buy this stamp set direct from Indigo Blue. I didn't come across anything, but I didn't spend long looking. But I did notice you can actually still buy the craft magazine with the stamp set from, at least here in New Zealand you can. So it may be out there. It's called the Royal Jubilee stamp set. So if you're interested in it, do a Google search and see what you can find. I can't guarantee that you can find it, but you know, if you're really keen, maybe worth your time spending a few minutes to have a look. Now I'm just rounding the corners, just choosing to do it with my scissors. I'm not after perfection. If I was after perfection, well, I would just use a store-bought card, I think. So all my little offcuts there, little fragments into the rubbish bottle they go. Turn it up the right way. I love all this little like distressing detail that it comes with as well. I'm going to give it some inky love around the edges. And on the back as well. Now I didn't place it for, you know, for any particular part of the design on scrapbook paper. So that's something you could consider, definitely, as placing it in a spot for whatever part of the design you want. But for me, that's just a background that I can, I mean, I could just glue it down onto something, in which case this doesn't matter. But I'm really thinking about adding it as a piece of ephemera to tuck into a pocket that's just light, that could be used as a journal spot, or it could be, so I would back it with writing paper if that was the case, or I could decorate it up and have it as a floating piece, or I could just tuck it into a pocket like this for somebody to then, whoever gets it in their journal, to then put it wherever in the journal they would like to use it. So I see multiple ways of using this, but I'm thinking that maybe I want to decorate some of these up. So let's grab, this one is really pretty. It's circles, sort of loose circles with rim, but to me it speaks of honeycomb. It's not honeycomb, but that's what it reminds me of. And I'm really wanting, I'm collecting things to do a bee journal. So I think this would be cool. And I am also thinking, I'm doing all sorts of thinking. If I do a set, like all four, and then I can have a set to tuck into a pocket. Wouldn't that be fun? So I'm just going to grab all of these off. So in case you want to have a look at the rest of the stamp set, so we've got the 4 playing card stamps. Oops, I'll just close that for a moment. And then we've got this cool diamond background, a teddy bear with a crown. There's a crown, a couple of Union Jack flags, another crown, this lovely decorative frame, a suit of armour, the emblems. I'm not sure whether it's for England or Scotland or Wales or what, but there's a 3-leaf clover and a thistle. Thistle is Scotland, I believe. There's a flower here, a little decorative scrolly piece, a shield frame shape here, and the 4 suits. They're separate pieces to the frame. Another floral, a royal coach, another floral decorative bit, another crown, some text, and then some words. Congratulations, Prince Charming, for the day, King, Queen, happy birthday, wishing you a royally good day, Queen of Hearts, Knight in shining armour, celebrate in style, you are my Queen and King. So there's a couple of versions of the King and Queen, both in, there's 2 different fonts, so there's King and Queen in each of the 2 fonts. So really cool set, lots in it. Oh, and a banner. There's a banner there too. Forgot that one. So that's just a brief little look at that stamp set. Hopefully you could see it through the acetate okay. Right, that should well have truly have transferred. I need to just grab out my wet wipe instead of putting it away all the time, because I'm going to be cleaning off my stamps. So let's do the Jack of Clubs. Which one? this one. I haven't used the Jack of Clubs yet. I had used the Ace and the other two, the Diamond and the Heart, but I hadn't used the Jack of Clubs, so this is the first time using this one. And I'm going to do them in the colour according to their suit. So the 2 black ones and 2 red ones. Okay, and so for the red I've got my Vermilion in the Ranger Archival ink. So now let's go the diamonds. King of Diamonds. I love how they look in red too. Let's make a little set for a bee journal. Just having a wee sip of my coffee. My coaster decided to move. Here we go. So when hubby said he wasn't going to work today because he was not feeling well, I was like, well, just to let you know, I do have a couple of videos I have to get done, and I've got some computer work to get done, so I can't just sit in front of TV all day, which is, you know, what you do when you're sick and what he likes to do apart from some naps. So he was like, I'm going to go have a nap. Get your videos done. I was like, okay. And I've got the heater on in my office warming up, so when I'm ready to go do the computer work, I can pop in there and get done what I need to. I could easily spend all day in there. I've got so much to do, but obviously that's not going to happen with hubby at home. But I will take every opportunity I can. So if I can get my 2 videos done this morning, then when he goes and has another nap this afternoon, I can go and get some computer work done. That is the plan. We'll see how it goes. Again, just checking. You can see a faint outline, but not too bad. I think that's livable. By the time it's decorated up, it will be negligible. Whoops. Might have cut that a little bit close on that one. I'm thinking maybe it's better off if I use the craft knife. Let's give it a go, because I really cut in too close to this one, so I'm going to have to give just a very narrow border. And that didn't cut straight because the paper moved, because I was so close to the edge. But I think I'll get a more even result, maybe, doing it this way. Probably slightly quicker for you to watch as well. There's always more than one way to do something. So I'm trying to think too what bee things I might have around me that I could use to decorate up these. I mean, I wouldn't have to decorate them. I could just leave them with the yellow backs. But you know, it's fun to decorate. Totally. Oops. I said it would be quicker, didn't I? And maybe I'll try the corner rounder on these. I think it's going to cut a little bit into the design, but we shall see. So let me know, do you think the knife's quicker or the scissors? Inquiring minds are keen to know. So, has anyone else got the stamp set, and how do you use it? I'd be keen to hear if you have used this for anything and how you use it, because always looking for great ideas, and I'm sure you've got plenty of great ideas. I just adore these little cards. I think they're so cute. And it will save me a couple of bucks, you know, from buying more of those packs of miniature cards. And I do like miniature ephemera. I'm going to keep that scrap. That's usable. 2 more to go. So yes, hubby is one of his things he wants to get done today while he's off sick, which I don't know whether that's a great idea, but hasn't got time any other time of the week. As last week our washing machine decided to have a hissy fit, and it got up, did the 2 wash cycles, and then got up to the first spin, and threw up an error. And he couldn't resolve it that night because it was quite late at night when he had the washing on. So he went next door and managed to get that load finished up, and he brought it home and got it dry. But we have not been able to use our washing machine since, and we're kind of getting to the point where we need to do some washing. So he wants to see if he can get it going again today, because yeah, as I said, we really need to get some washing done. But I just don't know about whether doing it while he's not feeling so great is a good idea. Yeah, it does cut in a little bit too close, but I'm gonna go with it. It's not bad. It's not chopping off the corner. It would if I went right into the border, but I think that's fine. Can I do 3 at once? Shall we try it? Oh, they're all pretty much the same size. I did well on the cutting. Yep, 3 at once works a treat. Saves a bit of time. Here we go. Easy peasy. Little bit of a chink out of some of them. It didn't perhaps punch as well, but that's okay. Bit of ink, be good as gold. Okay, let's grab the distress ink, give them a little edging. Won't take long to do this, guys. Very important part of me visualizing where I'm going and what it's, shaping up. Oh, I can hear hubby's not asleep yet, just coughed. So whatever he's got, I hope I don't get it. I simply have too much to do to get sick. And I've had enough time doing nothing this year. I'm up and running. Things to do, places to go, people to see, as they say. And you are my people. Love my visits with you every weekday. I don't typically do weekend videos. I'm still crafting at the weekend though. I just, apart from doing pre-recording the Deal It Up Challenge video, I don't record videos at the weekend. Oops, I guess I should do the other side, shouldn't I? Yes, you should. Definitely. And I didn't do that one, I don't think. Okay. If I didn't do them, that's fine. I'll catch them later. Right. Well, here we go. We have ace, king, queen, and jack. Aren't they cute? I think they're just so adorable. And I don't really want to do anything to the front of them. I could highlight the suits if I wanted with something like liquid pearls, something like that, but I just think I'm going to leave them as is. If I didn't like the white, I could ink them. But again, your typical card is white. So I think it lends a bit of authenticity to leave them white. And the backs. What have I got? I'm pretty sure I've got a B stamp. So let me have a wee look. Just whether I can put my hand on it quickly. I know I've got at least one B stamp, maybe more. Where are you hiding? Oh, there's a B in there. Not a B there, no. Maybe some text. think that's more of a fly, but I'll grab it out. Oh, there's a bee. It's more of a cartoon style. Oh, maybe some of those. Some coffee stains. Don't know, but we'll grab it out while we're here. Now, is that a fly or a bee? I think it's a fly, but I'll grab it out. I'm sure there's another bee stamp floating around somewhere, but it's not in there. So, let's have a look. So we've got this one, which is definitely saying more fly to me. Yeah, it doesn't have the stripy body, but would that matter? Could we get away with it? Because this one is a lot more cartoony in style. Oh, what about the beehive? I think the beehive's too wide, but this is Rosie's Studio stamp set. We'd lose most of the florals, but we'd get most of the beehive. That's fun. Okay, I'm just going to pop the wee fly aside for a moment. I want to do one with the beehive. At the end of the day, if it doesn't work out, I've just lost a little bit of scrapbook paper and some ink. It's not a biggie. So let's just play. Right. Doesn't matter which one it goes on. We'll just grab this one. Black ink. Ooh, do we want black ink? You know what? How about we go coffee? Let's do it. Haven't used this stamp, so hopefully it stamps okay. Maybe I should give it a test run on my drop paper here, just to make sure before I stamp it onto my paper. Yep, good as gold. Need to make sure it's up the right way. Yes, it's up the right way, because that would be the other thing, is I stamp it upside down. That would be a classic move, wouldn't it? Let's just stamp everything upside down. Right, so let's go bang smack in the middle with our wee beehive. Cute. Cute little beehive. Isn't that adorable? I love that. That's so cute. I don't know when I'll make this bee journal. I've been collecting stuff for years, I think. One day. It's on the one-day list. Okay, so we've done a beehive. There's also some hexagons in here. So there's a solid one, and there's a outline. Gosh, I couldn't find the word. And then there's a little miniature solid one. Again, let's just make sure I don't think it matters with this one. It goes either way, so that's helpful. Let's just pop it that way. And do we want to go? Let's keep up with the coffee. I think the coffee looks nice with the yellow. The only thing with these two is the solid is slightly smaller than the outline. So I'm just creating some sort of pattern. Just taking some off the edge. Maybe one down here as well. There we go. And now, interesting, I don't know whether the solid one actually fits inside this, so let's try that. Maybe it's actually part of the design that it's supposed to fit inside the outline. Let's try it, and I guess let's go red just because it's in front of me, and so we can see whether it does. A little tester. Oh, you know what? It does. So that's entirely part of the design. I never realized that before. It's supposed to go inside that. Well, there you go. You learn something new every day, people. Right, so in that case, shall we stamp yellow inside those? Why not? Just thinking what yellow. Maybe we'll try the Distress ink. I don't normally stamp with Distress ink, but let's give it a go. I'm going to make sure I line it up properly. Yep, lovely. Works really nicely. And I don't think I'll stamp inside them all. I'll just do some here and there. And I could even use a different yellow. Just making sure I get it lined up. Oh, that's fun. That is fun. Oops. Great. Yay. Super happy with that. See, bring you along for the fun, and I learned something new. I've never used this little mini one. Do we want to pop some little mini ones around? Where are you? Just looking for my archival in chrome yellow. We might as well do it a different yellow. Oops, keep dipping my block in the ink pad. And just stamp some of the smaller ones. So it's quite a bit going on because we've got circles in the background and now we've got hexagons over top, but I think it's super cute. Okay, so that's those. Pop those back on the sheet. So we've got 2 more cards to decorate up. So again, we'll check that it's, put it that way up. There's words on here. Celebrate like you're the queen, happy, and then some that you match with the B up here. So B, because you are amazing, friends, we were meant to be, and B, believe in yourself, or have a because I love you, beautiful day. I think if I just, oh, there's a little tiny bee there too. So if we do one with words on, I'm thinking. So let's go for this one. I've used the happy, but I haven't used the bee. This word bee. So let's stamp that there. So bee, and go with our happy. Now where would I like it? I think slightly off to the side. Be happy. It's a good sentiment, isn't it? And then maybe this wee mini bee. Stamp that a few times around the place. Oh, so cute. So 3, let's go 3, Ah, adorable. That's so fun. Right, clean that one off. And we need one more thing to go on our last card here. And I haven't used any of the other stamps I've pulled out, but there's this beautiful big queen bee here with a crown on. It's a totally different style. This is more, apart from the crown, more realistic. It had queen bee written underneath it, which I've removed, kept it separate. Oh, is that another wee bee? Yeah, there's another wee bee there too, more realistic. But I don't mind that it's a different style. I think we can still, and it does fit. Yes, that was the other thing, was whether it fitted. And it does. This is the Queen of Hearts. I am actually wondering whether we do use the Queen Bee wording, since it's being stamped on the Queen of Hearts. Oh, that's so pretty. Let's do it. I've never used the Queen Bee, I don't think. Maybe I have. Let's use the words, because I kind of like that it's on the Queen of Hearts. That was a random coincidence, which I'm going to take advantage of. Haha, yes. Brilliant. Love that. I don't think they need any other things on them. I don't think I need to add any splatter. I think it would get a bit much. So I've made this cute set of wee mini cards, just very light, in scrapbook paper with a bee theme. And I think this is one of the benefits of making your own too. It's super easy to create a coordinated piece. I wish now that I had like the ace through to the king and complete, so 2, 3, 4, 5, you know, etc. That would be super fun, because then you could decorate up the fronts of them as well. But I think they are super fun. I'm happy. I'm very happy with those. They are cute. How are we going on time? Have we got more time? We do have more time. Shall we do some more? Let's kind of maybe put some stuff away just out of my way so we've got room to play. And shall we make another set? What theme set would we like to do this time? Ooh, what thing? I'm trying to think what stamps I have that might all work together. Oh, I know. I've got a newish stamp set that I got for my birthday. Miniature bottles. Oh, did I hit you then? Hope not. Sorry about the squeaky chair. I'm going to have to grab the container down again so I can Fossick. This one. And I think they would be ideal size for the back of these. Yes. That one's maybe a wee bit wide. That one's okay. That one's okay. That one, yep, these will be great. Let's do a little miniature bottle set of greeting cards. Sound fun? I hope so. Let's get into it. What are we going to do for our back? And so we might need to stamp these on other bits of paper if we've got something that's too busy. Maybe not the coffee cups. Oh, this is pretty, isn't it? That would be lovely just on its own, I think. I've got a couple of bits of that green. That could be quite nice. Or that. Actually, let's go that one. That's just a interesting shaped piece. It's actually green on one side, so we can have a lovely green background for our playing card. This time I'm just going to go black, I think, for the suits. So let's stamp our 4 suits, and maybe I'll cut them out off camera, so you don't need to sit and watch me do that because you've already seen me do it once. I do like to take the time to clean my stamps. Just a quick clean. If you do them straight away, they're pretty easy to clean. Oops, I've got some corner fragments caught up there and on my ink pad. Oh, now I've got inky fingers. Trying to get that off. Ah, the crafty mess. Okay, I'm just going to get those other corner fragments off so they don't stick to my stamps. Oh, I'm having fun. Oops, and I completely messed that one up. How did I manage that? Okay, let's go again. I think I must have moved it when I put it down. So we'll just restamp, and I can use that in collage instead. So no big loss. Still can use it. Just won't use it in the set that I'm creating. Oops, there's another bit of little corner offcut. That's why I like to keep my desk clear of little bits, because things like this happen and then it bugs me because it distracts me. So I suspect the ink won't show through at all on this one, on this paper, given that it's colour on both sides, but we shall see. Right, so let's just get that little piece of paper off the back. Right, so I'm going to pop you on pause. I'm going to cut these out and then I'll come back and we'll do the next bit. And I'm back. So I've cut out all the cards here. I've also inked around them on the front and the back, and I hand cut them, so I doubt that they're exactly the same size, but they're pretty close. It doesn't really matter. And because I wanted to treat these slightly differently to the B ones, I didn't want to stamp directly on the back of these, although that would have been fine as well. I did do a test run and it's perfectly visible. It shows up really well on this, but I just wanted to do something a little bit different. More bang for your buck, if you like, you know, showing slightly different technique. So I've also stamped my little bottles here on coffee dyed paper, and then I fussy cut them out all off camera so you didn't have to put up with me doing that, and then I inked around them as well. And I think they're super cute, and I think I'll just do a little collaging. Just tiny little bit, because they're not very big. So, of course, book page or music or something along those lines is where I'm heading. So, this looks to be a lovely creamy colour. I'm just going to put a little bit of text. Something like that. Well, we don't want scream. How about we don't have the word scream? Cute. I think they're adorable. So with these, I have the option then of how I use them. I could put them all as a set in one journal, which I think is a beautiful idea, but I don't have to. I could separate them out, you know, between 4 journals or 2 journals if I put 2 in each, or 3 in one and 1 in another. You know, there's options. Like that, and Oh, we've got the word offended and ugly. What's on the other side? Maybe that side's a little bit better. Yep. So I think that's super cute. And I am thinking about just adding in a little bit of colour somewhere, somehow. Not sure how yet, but I'm going to glue these down, and I'm not going to distress the music. Oops. Well, that one was empty. Let's try this one. This is my new one. The end, the plastic end of the other one just fell out onto the floor and rolled away. So it's like, not even going to bother with that right now. I think I'll just do the text for a moment until I can have a think about any other pieces, in case I want it to go under the little bottles. Like it could be a word or a label. Anything I use will have to be, you know, nice and tiny, very small, because we're dealing with very small surface. And this one, oh, I just love them. I think they're so cute. Right, I do feel like they need just a hint of some colour. I've got this other green. Is that, I mean, it's more green, but yeah, no, that would be a no. Scraps. What scraps have I got? Good place for scraps when you want something tiny. Oops, everything's falling over. Now, what colour would suit these? That. I'm just wondering about my collage fodder. That would be nice, the yellow, but I don't want more text. This is text, but we could take a bit of the plain stuff around the edge. Let's just try it. This is stamped and ink, distress ink, I think, on book page, obviously. Don't want straight edge, I don't think. Just little bit of something. Yep, I'm going to do it. Do I want to ink it? No, I don't. So my little ink bottles are already edged with ink, so they're good to go. Just that little bit of colour in the background. Excellent. Right. I thought of another way to use these stamps too, but I don't think we'll have time to explore it in this video. So I might have to do that on another video. But I'm having a lot of fun here. It's so satisfying. I do adore playing with really small stuff. Right. that little bit of text at the top there. Wouldn't have mattered, but oops, that one's partly stuck. Yep, like that. Whoops, sticking to me. Must have some glue residue on the front. Might be time to change. Oops, don't rip it, dear. Might be time to change my glue page, I think. Avoid any accidents. Right, and yep, there. Gosh, I've gone quiet. Sorry about that. I'm just having so much fun. Right, last one. And done. So we have this cute little set of matching cards, which could be used together or separately. Aren't they just adorable? I just love them. I think they are so super cute. So there we have our little bottles, miniature bottles. We have our little bee themed ones, using the 2 different colours of ink for the suits. And then we have that first one that we just did a test run on, which we haven't decorated. We just stamped it, cut it and inked it. And then we've got this one that I mis-stamped, which I think would actually be really good in like a Marguerite Miller collage when it calls for like a game piece or a playing card. That would be really cool to put on one of those. So there we go, guys. There's my project for today. I had an absolute blast. I really am keen to make more of these. So much fun. Not a stamp everyone will have, of course, but maybe it will give you an idea, even if you've got these store-bought ones, of ways you might want to decorate them up. So hopefully it's of value to you, or at least entertained you for a little bit. Thanks so much for joining me today, guys. I will catch you in the next video. Take care, everybody. Bye.